Hey guys, first live stream from the Punisher 193 on Instagram. Look me up. Going to cover today the DPM British Army PLCE weapon set or belt kit. What I tend to carry on a milsim, or not so much on the skirmish days. I don't really do them, to be honest. I prefer the milsims myself, the 3 days and stuff like that. The old Dan, thanks for coming along, buddy. I got there in the end, huh? So yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so either side of the webbing set, or either hip, there'll be my double ammo pouches. Currently got my MP5 mags in there, which is what I'm going to be using at the next milsim. Let me just move back a bit so you can see it all. There we go. So yeah, MP5 mags. Like I said, double ammo pouch on each side. Ammo restriction on this milsim coming up, 800 rounds I believe when you leave your FOB, so I'll be leaving them two bad boys back at the main FOB, taking the smaller mags out with me. On the left hand side rear ammo pouch is where I keep my smoke grenades. Excuse me, got a cough. And a couple of chem lights for in case one def light at night fails, I can just snap one of them bad boys and indicate that I've been hit. So that's them. Around again, and my sidearm, high cap of 45, new little toy. Very nice action, very happy with it, and hopefully get to use it. That's milsim, so that's that there. Moving around again, we've got nearly to the rear, two 58 pattern British Army water bottles on the paracord handle, just because they're going to be at the back. I'm sitting on my kidneys, I can just pull the strap open and then tug the paracord, and I can get to the bottle nice and easy rather than trying to feel around inside the pouch. I've also got a bungee running through the webbing set. Once the pouch is empty, it keeps the pouch nice and tight, keeps them together, keeps it formed against my body, sort of thing. So yeah, I've got the two British Army 58 pattern water bottles in each kidney pouch at the back. Going slightly back to the front, I've got a utility pouch here. A lot of this gear I don't tend to keep in this pouch, but some of it goes inside my smock, which I've got here. Again, British Army DPM pattern. It's certainly showerproof. I wouldn't say it was waterproof unless you get some sort of cover or sealant for it, which I readily have. Actually got one here, which I've got in Millets Fab Silk Gold. So I've actually covered my Bergen and my smock with that, just to give it. Apparently, it makes water collect into droplets and just run straight off the jacket. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. But yeah, so back to this. Some of the kit I keep in my utility pouch, I'll put inside my smock in case I haven't got my belt kit on me. I've got all my essentials in my jacket. But at the end of a milsim, I'll just make sure my jacket's empty, because obviously it's probably going to go in the wash or get hung out to air for a bit, because it's probably going to stink. So yeah, in the utility pouch we've got map of the area you're going to be working in. Obviously with the map, kind of one without the other. So you've got the compass, red aspect head torch for nighttime reading and wayfinding, looking at your map, this, that and the other. Hand sanitizer, a must. Don't really want to waste your drinking water on washing your hands before you have some grub, so quick squirt of this on the hands. If you've got schmag, again, wipe your hands up on that, rub them down your jacket, do whatever you've got to do, make sure you've got clean hands when you're eating. I've noticed as well, the British Army, they issue a Dragonfire or Dragon-like fuel cells, little fuel gel tablets in like a little pop-out case for when you're cooking. And I believe you can use them as a hand sanitizer as well, but obviously make sure you give your hands a good wipe down before you actually put the fuel block into the stove and then light it up. What else have we got in here? Some Sharpie pens, obviously for marking points of interest on your mat. Little Allen tool there for in case my weapon goes down, I need to take it apart, this, that and the other. Selection of fixings for that. Screwdriver there, Posy and Niggy attachments and some different size Allen key sets. 10mm spanner for my scopes for both my weapons. Little multi-tool. This is a Smith & Wesson multi-tool, good quality. It's got everything I need on there really. Just cutters, long nose pliers, this, that and the other. So yeah, it's a great little bit of kit to have. Scalpel blade. Again, haven't had to use it as such, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Can cream, 5 colour can cream. Little vanity mirror on the inside. Good bit of kit, make sure you top it up as and when you need it. Spare radio battery for the Bofang UV5R, going to the radio in a sec, that's just on the side of this pouch here, so yeah. always have a spare one of them, a couple more Sharpie pens, and I think that's about it for the utility pouch. But again, some of this will go into my schmock jacket, so it's so I can keep hold of it and grab it whenever I need it. Going on to the rear pouch, this is a, oh excuse me, my battery's low. There we go. This is a chemical, biological, nuclear mass pouch, NCB pouch, if you want to call it that. Again, it's a DPM pattern material, PLC, sits on the belt, nice and comfortable. And this has got, because like I said, a lot of guys, when they go on a milsim, they literally just take ammunition, a couple of grenades, maybe have a Camelback on with some water in, and that's about it. But I know I've seen a couple of videos of actual serving British soldiers, and they've always said that, you know, in your webbing set there needs to be the kit to be able to survive for at least 24 hours with just what you've got around your waist and what you've got in the pockets of your jacket or your combat trousers. So I try to stay true to that, with it being a military simulation. The more engrossed in it you can become, and the more realism you can add to it, I think only adds to the experience you're going to have when you go. If you go running around the woods with just some ammo in your pocket and you know, a bottle of Coke, it's not really going to have the same effect. You know, if you go out there and you've got your kit on you, and you can find a good spot to lie up, watching the enemy position, see what they're doing, and you know, if you want to have a little cook up, you can discreetly. You've got everything on you need. There's no need to keep going back, coming out on. He's going, we're going to have a drink. Like, you couldn't do that in a real situation, which is what they try and make it as real as possible. So anyway, into the back of this. So in here, windshield for my cooker. Do the cooker first actually, just move this back a touch more. So windshield for my cooker. Got my Challenger cooking mug, metal handled, so I can put a ration pouch in that, top up, fill up with some water, boil it, ration pouch in, take the pouch out, got my hot dinner, also got the hot water left in there to make myself a hot brew. Little gas can. This is the base. What you should do with this really is you put a couple of fuel cells in the base of that. You can just see the round circular bit at the bottom. A couple of fuel cells in there, light them up, and your cup sits in there and heats up. But what I tend to do is it's a nice steady base for my my cylinder to go in. Got this bad boy on eBay. This is before I sort of knew about the whole jet boils and this, that and the other, and I've sort of got a bit of a fondness for this now, so I'm sort of staying true to my cheap little stove which I brought, which has cost me about £6 if that, and it basically just folds out, sits on top of the regulator. You've got a little push spark starter, and away you go. Obviously it's a bit breezy, I can get the little shield out. It's a little bit cumbersome, it's a little bit fiddly, but you know, I like it, and screw anyone else who says it's crap, because I love it. So there, and I will not buy anything else until this has completely died a horrendous death. So, and it comes in a little great orange tub, which I really enjoy as well. So yeah, obviously if it's windy, bit breezy, set the old shield up around the stove, and that's basically my cook set, which I keep in my webbing in case I need to have a hot meal. I haven't got the hot meal in here at the minute, that is in my Bergen, which is over here. But when I get to my FOB, I'll grab a meal out there, chuck my meal in there. Other bits and bobs in the pouch at the back. Little brew kit, tea, coffee, sugar, a couple of OXO cubes just for a hot OXO bevy, that's always nice. A couple of biscuits, fruit paste, keep the old sugar levels up, peanut butter, again, sugar levels, pack of tissues, tube of jam, sugar levels, another pack of tissues just in case, spork, a couple of quid, eBay, can't go wrong really, and fire striker just in case the electric start on my stove breaks. Got a fire starter. I've probably got to keep a lighter in my smock as well for a cheeky cigar now and again. So I'll have plenty of ways of lighting my stove and making a hot brew or a hot meal. On the side of this pouch here, it comes with it just comes with one side pouch, which actually holds my Bofang UV5R radio set perfectly. I mean, it's literally made to fit. Move the stove up there, you can probably see. Base of the pouch is just there, and the radio just sits beautifully inside that. This has got the extended battery on it, so it should actually be as short as the green silicon part, but obviously I've got the extended battery life, and also brought a longer aerial for range, and there's obviously a spare battery which comes with the radio, and that is basically the pouches on the rear of the belt kit. Oh yes, on the only take one pistol mag with me, so in the pistol mag holder on my holster I keep my lock knife for the paracord, and on that is a knife sharpener. Keep them both together, you know, can't go far wrong with that. You can see them there just on a bit of paracord, so you've always got your knife sharpener and your lock knife, and it doesn't get in the way. You know, it's quite a small sharpener. If you need to use your knife, you can just hold them both quite safely. You can use it just like that and leave that hanging all around your wrist. You know, it's all good. So that's that. Yeah, that's basically what I keep in the rear of the webbing pouch. Oh, one thing I have got is my 58 pattern mug, which goes underneath these bottles. So that will click on and actually go in the pouch as well. Reason I've got a plastic cup is because I made a hot drink in one of these metal cups before, and like a complete fool, I decided to have a slurp out of it, and my bottom lip literally stuck to the fucking metal. So I won't do that again, and I'll drink out of a plastic durable mug like that. Moving around to the front, got one more thing on the back, obviously, bottom of the webbing set. So I've got my knife mounted in its bayonet scabbard. Just a little training knife, just for the knife kills if I ever get one, which I haven't done yet. So at the top of the yoke, death light for night time. Like I said, if this fails, if it turns off, I've got my chem lights, which I can just snap one of them, hang it on my jacket, and to indicate that I've been hit. Round to the front. So as you can see on the inside how the webbing set it all works. So you've basically got two metal prongs which slide down inside the belt, like so. You can see that from there. That will actually sit into the belt, push them down nice and tight. Then a set of poppers with Velcro on them go over the top. That poppers on, like so. And there's the other one. That's not going anywhere. So we've got to do the belt buckle up. So the webbing set from the front. Got my PTT for my comms. Just sits there, comes over the shoulders, will run the wire down the back so it stays out of the way. On the front here for the daytime, got my daytime death rag, so you literally just pull that and your red rag comes out. Again, eBay, £6–7. Really good bit of kit. Haven't used it yet, but you know, it's a bit of red rag at the end of the day to tell people that you're dead. So you could use a pair of red frilly knickers, or just a red cloth, whatever you want to use, keep it in your pocket, whatever. And obviously another red aspect torch for night time. It's got push activation and that on it. Again, £9–10 tops. Nice little bit of kit. That is basically the webbing set. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll probably share it on Instagram, so we've got some more people can watch it. And yeah, any feedback, guys, hope you enjoy it. And I'll probably the next one I'll probably be doing will be on my Bergen, which I've made. I say made, I haven't made it from scratch, but it is a Bergen. I've added some bits and bobs to it, and I'll go through what I carry in there. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Nice one, guys. Thanks a lot.